I'll put Dingo's video up there. Wait, he's got a guide? You guys want to watch the move list or the guide? Let's watch the move list first, then we watch Dingo's guide. My guy Dingo wasting no time. Alright, we gotta check the frames on everything. We're gonna see all the heating gauges first. 13 frames! 13 frames! Second hits are high though. It probably has a mix-up. 1 plus 2... Was that 11? No, that was second hit, right? 15. 15. Alright. 15 but probably a launch. While rising 1-4. Bro, I need to be better at that. 13 frames again. And that looks like a wall splats as well. 13 frame wall splat from crouch. Heating gauger. From the stance. 13 frames from the stance. Okay, how fast was the homing move? 19. It's 19 and she needs to get on that. So that's probably fine. Heat moves. Oh yeah, so... No, I thought that was the 13 frame kick from earlier. Okay. So in heat, she goes mid. That's probably plus on block for some reason. That's only in heat, alright? What? 18 frames. That it doesn't say homing, which is good. FF2 on hit, you have to do 2. Hell sweep. Low hell sweep. Low hell sweep. Yep. And it looks like it sends quite fast, so you can probably get the wall. Heat smash is just a 17 frame mid that does 50 damage, breaks the floor. Makes sense. We've seen our rage art. How bad is the situation? I mean, we can't tell that just yet. She has a 1-1-2. Wait. 1-1-2 that can go into stance. Does she have a Mishima 1-1-2? You can maybe you can duck it. She has Reina's 1-1-2. You might be able to duck the second hit though, because she has a mid as well. She has 1-4. 0 on a hit though. 2-2. That's probably gonna be a punish. Not a combo. Which one's not a combo? 1-1-2. You think that's not a combo? It really looks like it's a combo. If you've watched the other video saying that it's not, the fact that it says 4-hit combo doesn't mean it's natural, right? Yeah, like 1-2-2 doesn't look natural. See, that doesn't say combo. That one says combo though. And it's... How fast is it? It's 12, I'm guessing. 11 frame. 11 frame wall splat. It looks like. Alright. See, that was the mix-up from earlier. Because she has 3, which is 13 frames, into a high heat engager. Or she has the mid version. That looks like it wall splats from very far away. Neos, my guy. Thank you. Thank you very much for the sub, man. And that is a 12 frame punish. Sets her up at +6 into the stance. You can interrupt the homing move, but you need to use 10 or 12 frames because it's 19. If you use a down forward one, you'll trade with the homing move, which is probably not a good thing. How does she look? We've just started watching the move list, but the video, the dev talk didn't really show much, so we don't know just yet. Alright, 12 frame into that. That was the 15 frame heat engager. Oh, she can do it from while standing, it says, or while rising 1+2. Has good right sidestep tracking. So 15, we'll have to see the frames on block for that. 3+4, she just gets into that. That's not a heat move? Chip damage on block, powered up in heat. Yeah. She has quite a few right side tracking stuff. She's probably weak to sidestep left. We will find out very quickly. And there is a mix-up. Alright, so if you don't duck, she can go into 2 highs, and I'm guessing that jails or some shit. Best move in the game. Amazing design. How fast is that? 14. That's a 14 frame punish. Alright. Okay, that's just a straight up launcher. What was that? Okay, that's kind of slow. Chip damage on block. So, is that plus then? Down forward 1 with extensions. She can do down forward 1 into the stance, it says. Or you can do 2 to finish. We love our down forward 1s with extensions, don't we? And mix-ups. Wait. It's all mid. Alright. Mid. Alright. Wait, was that down forward 1 as well? Okay. She can also do 13 frame into that stance. Okay. 15 frame down forward 2. How fast is the homing move? 20 frames. 20 frames is alright. It's fast though, but depends if the first hit is also safe. 50-50 stance mix up in your Tekken game. I mean that's Tekken now, unfortunately. Weird low, right? Down 2's 26, but probably plus. What? What was that low? 20 frame low. Looks like, and it's +1. Okay. It's gonna be one of those. Depends the frames on block, I guess. Down 1+2 is 19, alright. Ugh. That's got a counter hit on it, that low. 100% that has a counter hit. +5. She has, wait, that's +5? 22 is relatively slow, so you could react to it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That's if that shit's a counter hit launcher. Was that another low? Fuck, what am I missing? Watching Movelist is hard. Down back 4. 18 frame low, also +1. Also +1. So every low's plus, right? Down back 1+2. Is that homing? I don't know. That guarantees something though. She's +13. That's heat engager. Basically, that's a safe tracking way to get into the heat engager. Put it on 75. You're right, actually. Yeah. So that's a safe way to get into that. I'm sorry, what was that? 12? The first hit of that is homing. 13 frame homing high! Oh yeah! Let's go! Alright. That's the game we're playing. Alright. 13 frame homing high. Let's why not? Sure, why not? The range seems kind of shit on it, but that's beside the point. Back 4. That just tracks to the right. So that's probably just going to be a safe wall splatting move. That's 19 frames. 18 frame. Was that mid power crush? Probably mid, right? Yep. We'll see the frames on block. Absorb an attack to power up. Oh, so it's like Clive's one. $17. Up 1+2. Oh, if you get hit by that, she gets 13 frame. She gets a wall splat from that, actually. That was we saw that was plus on block earlier. And she'll get a wall splat from it, because she can do Wasang 1-4, which is a heat engager. Alright. Alright, whatever. Into a low. Into a mid. Good round ender, maybe. 15 frame, that's a hop kick. It might only do the animation on hit. It might be one of those. Oh, so she has a demon paw. Another homing move. 20 frame. So she has Zafina's FF4 essentially. Because Zafina's FF4 doesn't wall splat anymore, does it? So she has Zafina's FF4 plus 6 on hit. So she has QCF inputs, alright. Okay, that tracks to her right, I think. But it's a high running move. It depends how plus that shit is, we'll see. But she has a running free as well, which will put her in the stance on block. Running frees that put you into stance on block. Where have I seen this before? Ah yes, the beginning of season 2 that people didn't like. Okay, so 10 hit. Cool taunt. Okay, wall rising moves. 13 frame wall splat. 15 frame launcher. Maybe plus on block. 20 frame mid. We'll see. We'll see what that is. Wall standing 4. That's fine. Ah, love me some 4 crouch lows. Love me some 4 crouch lows. You know, when you have that wall splatting 13 frame mid. That's 18 frames, so you can't react to it. Knocks down on hit. Love me that. Sidestep 2. What did it say on sidestep 2? Oh, you can shift into the stance. You can shift into the stance that has the heat hell sweep. Lovely. You play Lee, you gotta love full crouch lows. Yeah, but I liked it when not everyone had a full crouch low, you know? This is looking very season 2 derogatory. Yeah, kinda, yeah. Merengue stance. Merengue stance mid wall splat. Merengue stance mid into more stance mix up. Merengue stance. Is that wall splat? I don't know, but that's a tailspin. So Oki move, I guess. I don't know. Power crush from the stance so you can't interrupt it. And it wall splats. Okay, the low at least when it's not in heat, it doesn't seem that bad. 24 damage is substantial, but it looks launch punishable. Looks like it. And that's probably plus stance into stance if you want to do some funny stuff. I love that move. I love belly flops. Give me a belly flop on any character. I wish Reina could do that. Did she have a power crush from standing? Yeah, 18 frame mid power crush. From that stance. 13 frame high to frame trap and it wall splats. Big ass launcher. But it's very slow. Homing move, that's 19. From what I saw, most of the stance transitions are plus 6. So you could interrupt the launch and the... Actually, fuck, does the launcher go on the highs? I want to say no. I want to say that doesn't go on the highs. 18 frame low. And she can go stance to stance, yeah. 18 frame low. So she's plus 6. If you do a 12 frame, you still trade with the mid. That launch backsways, it might dodge jabs. We can't tell from the video though. Oh, she can go. She can just do some. I like that she can do stuff like that, but we'll have to see if it's actually worth doing. From stance to stance to stance. Reyna's 1+2 is gonna get work. It seems like it, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's just all the general attacks. Wait, she can do the cross chop? Okay, does she have any command throws? On a vraiment mis qui fait du pole dance dans le jeu. Écoute. You're about to 1+2 Miary to death. 1+2 attack? What's 1+2 attack? You wish that were you. Gooners, man. And she just has a 1+2 throw. Alright. I mean, she looks very season 2-y. Just 13 frame homing. The thing is, I feel like like they said she would be fundamentals based. From seeing the whole move list, I feel like she might be. Genuinely, I think she might be. She's gonna have some Tekken 8 fundamentals, but she will be using down forward 1s and jabs and down forward 2s. I don't like. She's gonna do some stance bullshit, but everyone does that in the game now. But she seems to kind of have everything. Like good punishment, it seems. Like good fundamentals as well. Access to bullshit. She's gonna be like Anna, kinda, right? But she's not gonna have the broken down forward 1-2. So yeah. I mean, let's watch Dingo's guide, I guess.
Season 2's latest and final DLC character for the season is almost here. But thanks to Bandai Namco, I got the chance to try her out early to bring you this video to go through her key moves.
YouTube's pushing AI and everything. It seems like it, yeah.
Miyazu's fighting style mixes Moreng martial arts with some moves from the franchises Animals and Ogre.
Oh, the running move guarantees that. Into more Oki. And that hits grounded. The launching mid that hits grounded.
So
he's gonna do real combos.
Ogre 2.0 or Roger's replacement.
Oh, it doesn't end.
Far from it. She uses the Ogre powers to summon
Where's the end?
Horn, snakes, and the staff. On top of being an expert at kickboxing, which she relies on the most, making her more grounded and easier to look at.
She does, Neos.
They just did a fantastic job balancing her fantasy elements and martial arts. Miyazu has two stances, Morenge Mirusu and Kaobab Mir. Morenge Mirusu.
The stage looks amazing. It does.
Is her best
but it looks kind of big.
MMO
but we'll
can
see.
be accessed by pressing forward 3 and can instantly be cancelled by pressing down back, allowing her to block.
Of course, it can be
or
cancelled.
mix her opponents up with her full crouch options. With full crouch
she can do stance into full crouch stuff.
Or you can just get some pretty saucy combos like this one once you get the execution down.
What is that wall carry, bro?
Now let's take a look at her fantastic options from her MMO stance. MMO 1-2, a 13-frame mid-high hit confirmable heat engager.
Okay, that's mid-high at least. Hit
And
confirmable.
it is her fastest option, making it a good lockdown to
Hit confirmable heat engager wall splat after the running move.
use after moves that transitions her into this stance.
Yeah, because you can just do the stance
But it's
into.
weak to side steps to her right, which can be
Okay.
countered by her options such as MMO 2 and MMO 4. Two moves that I'm going to talk about a bit later. MMO 1-4, a mid-13 on block extension for the same move that puts her on her Kaobab Mir stance for a mix-up on hit, and if the second hit catches her opponent's on counter, it will become a full launcher.
If the second hit's a counter hit. Which one?
For a mix-up on hit, and if the second hit catches her opponent's on counter, it will become a full launcher. Next up, we have MMO2, which is a counter hit mid launcher that is -6 on block. Pretty great.
Counter hit launcher -6 on block, man.
Options. MMO3, a mid power crush that knocks down on hit and is -13 on block. Useful against who wants to interrupt the stance. MMO1+2, a 26 frames +6 on block move that launches on counter hit.
Oh, everything launches on counter hit.
The other stance to mix up your opponents with it.
Why is everything a plus on block counter hit launch?
Which doesn't have that many uses besides looking kinda cute. Let's move on to the next stance. Kalbab Mir, or let's use KMH for short, is the stance she uses to summon her staff. This stance can be accessed by pressing 3+4 and has some good options from it too. So let's discuss these options. KMH14 is her fastest option coming off 13 frames, locking her opponents down from pressing any buttons while on plus frames.
You can probably step the second hit that.
Running 3. This will keep the pressure going, but it is extremely linear, and this is where the other options come into play. You have KMH3, a mid-homing heat engager that is -9 on block and launches on heat dash.
Ah, it's a heat dash launch.
You use the low KMH4, a strong hill sweep that is launch punishable.
That's 40 damage!
And finally, KMH2, which is a launcher that catches her ducking opponents and widely used during her combos, but it is very punishable on block. Overall, this stance is heavy on mind games, since she can get floated easily off it with jabs, so cancel it by pressing down back to duck your opponent's jab attempts, and launch them or lock them down with 1-3+4. This is going
She's
to
not
be the
stuck in the
safest option,
stance.
along with canceling with down back to block.
Yeah, I mean, no one's stuck in any stances now.
For her key moves, down forward 1 is the first move.
-2!
She have a traditional down
But all my kings is -3!
Exceptional is the fact it is -2 on block, while having a high extension that can transition her into her MMO stance for a true mix-up on hit. She also has a -13 mid extension that launches on counter hit, and can put her into her staff stance.
If you press after down forward 1, she has a counter hit launcher. Like even Lars's mid extension doesn't counter hit launch, which it shouldn't, by the way. -2 with 2 extensions, a high wall splat, heat engager, I think, and a mid launcher. You have to be able to float her from the mid. If you block the mid, you have to be able to launch her. There's no way.
And can put her into her staff stance. To balance things out, her down forward 1 is one of the most linear down forward 1s in the game. Weak to both sides.
Weak to both sides, at least.
Right. Down forward 4 is a counter hit launching knee move that is -4 on block and has a decent
man.
+5 on normal hit, making it one of the best keep outs in counter hit tools
Like,
in the game.
I have talked about this multiple times. When they were designing Tekken 8, at the very start, they were removing all of the safe counter launchers. That's what they were doing at the very beginning stages. Even King's down forward or 2-1 wasn't a launcher because they were removing all the launchers. And you know what? The game looked pretty good. Heat was overtuned because you could heat dash twice, right? But they were removing all of the fucking counter launchers. Why are they just designing characters with the whole move list that counter launches?
She can also enter a MMO stance from it, giving her a real mix-up on normal hit through her stance options.
+8, +8. Pour la vendre de quoi? Ça fait vendre quoi? She's +8 and the low is 17. She's +8 and the low is 17.
Next up, we have Sidestep 2, a plus on hit and block mid move that have the ability to enter the MMO stance, making it
It's a counter launch as well. Everything's a plus on block counter hit launch.
Counter her.
You can't do shit. No, if +8 and the low 17, you can hop kick, right? But the mids don't want you. Like she has a safe counter launching, of course, mid the tail spins from the stance as well. So if you guess wrong, you're cooked.
For beefy damage.
Ah. 90 damage! He didn't do heat. Did he do heat burst?
opponents for beefy damage.
He didn't. No heat.
And she have a running move, running 2-1. Her running 2-1 is going to be her main approaching tool that closes the gap between her and her opponents, which is a good start for her pressure and opening up her opponents. With a +4 on block and the ability to put her on her MMO stance, this will make the mix-up between the mid-heat engager option and the low option be quite scary. Forward 4-2, it is a very unique wall splatting string. If you press up, she will launch her opponents to the left, and if you press down, you will send them flying to the right, giving it a very
Also, you can
properties
choose.
never seen in an attacking game. Back to 3. Her to go 13.
I mean, that's
frames
kind of
fast
cool.
all
It's kind of
the way
busted,
to
but
a
at
couple
least
of-
that is a cool new mechanic kind of thing. I got to give him props when there's props to give, which is not often these days. Having a move where you can choose which way it wall splats by the direction is a cool thing. I will give him that much.
Linearity. A double high jailing string that gives her the ability to enter a MMO or to continue with a third wall splatting high hit.
The third wall splatting high wasn't a combo though, at least.
Miyazu's options during heat mostly come from her powered up moves, most notably forward 4-2-2, which becomes a stronger version of her normal forward 4-2-2, and to my favorite addition is an extension to her MMO 3-4 with MMO 3-4-1+2, which also has the potential to wall splat from certain ranges.
Of course it does.
A full launcher fused as a heat engager makes
Oh,
her even more scary up close. Her heat smash is a 17 frame +6 if you choose to enter the Kalbabnir stance, and -2 without the stance. It has the properties to break the floor as well.
donne mal à la tête, un peu hein. Check, j'étais de bonne humeur avant de voir ça. Bah, je m'y attendais après. Hein.
For 10 frames, Miyazu's 112 is a strong punisher that
How
puts
plus
her
was
Yuri
it?
Murusu. She
Plus
can also
5.
confirm it, but if she fails, the fourth hit will come out automatically, making the last two hit easily duckable. 2-2, it is her wall
Okay, so she has Mishima 122, except the last hit is a high. But she has Mishima 122, or 112, sorry, 112. Alright,
11 frames punish with a decent
11 frame wall splat.
Buck 1-4 is her 12 frames wall splatting punish that lunges on counter hit. Works similar to King's back 1. 3-2, a 13 frame
Oh, 12 frame counter that she can just throw out.
engager. And she has a traditional down forward 2 for 15 frames or her double hit hop kick. For her while standing punishment, while standing 4 for 11 frames, she has a normal while standing 4 with no follow-ups, as raw as it gets. While standing 1-4 for a 13 frames heat engager that only guarantees a follow-up on heat dash.
That's not a launcher at least. Okay,
And
that's
while
good, that's
standing
good.
to a launcher for 15 frames or her hop kick.
Yeah, a wall standing punishment is fine. When it comes to punishment, I guess. But she has a good
So
full
my
crouch
general
game.
thoughts so far is that she is one of the most fun characters to play in Tekken 8, with a strong keep out and mix-ups from her MMO stance. I simply cannot wait for her to release in December 2nd, to dive into her deeper and max out her potential. And that wraps up my Miyazu yearly guide. Make sure you are subscribed since I have tons of more content coming up for her and Tekken 8 in general. Thank you all for watching, and until the next video.
Ah, le wall carry, on en parle, on en a déjà parlé, c'est pour ça. Did he show the frames on full crouch moves? We saw the whole move list earlier. All right. I will give you my thoughts right now. I think she is going to be very, very strong. I don't think she's going to be as strong as Anna, but she won't be super far off. Because, like, Anna, the main thing is she has the down foot, she has the 10 frame confirmable wall splat, and she has down foot 1-2 that tracks like hell, right? She doesn't have the tracking on her down forward 1, which is big. So yeah, she's gonna be very good. The fact she has a Mishima 1-1-2 is crazy. Mashima 112 into stance pressure as well is insane. Like, yeah. But she has too many safe counter hits. Everything's a fucking safe counter hit. It's either plus on block counter hit or safe counter hit. It's high though. You can confirm it. You just don't throw the 2. Sidestep 2, down forward 4, like just so many launches. Everything launches. Like I said it earlier, when they were designing the game originally, they were removing all of the launches. And that was good. People were happy about that. That was a good thing to do. And then right before the game came out, they just added everything back. Like, if you play Nina in the demo with no updates, you will see that people were... In the first week, people were complaining, oh, she's lost so much stuff from 7. And then they were like, oh, actually, she's got a bunch of new stuff. It all evens out. We're good. And then they gave her all of the counter launchers back, and they left all of the buffs in. And that's why we have the Nina we have today. And that's why this game is the way it is. They are just putting insane risk reward back in the game. You're convinced this game is cooked? I don't think that Miary is any worse than what we already have. I don't think she is a significant step backwards, or a step backwards at all. She fits right in. I don't think she is like busted beyond belief or anything so far. I think she is a continuation of what we have, which is not what we want. So she seems cool if you like the game the way it is right now, which for the most part I do. She's fine, right? Haha, busted. I get it. I know. I get it. Nice one, Nupsuck. You think she's just stoking the fire? I don't even think she's stoking the fire. It's more of the same shit. Like, she looks cool. She's got cool moves. She'll be fun to play, guaranteed. Like, with all the stance cancels and shit, like, 100%, she will be fun to play. Anyone who will pick up Miary will have fun. And I think playing against Miary will not be any less fun than what we currently have. I think she is a perfectly fine character for the game we have today. Right? So I might have been screaming at some of the candidate launchers, but I am taking all of this in. I have synthesized it. She is fine. But she is fine because we are not in a fine state. So yeah. Yeah, from what we see, Osaka, yeah, famous last words. From all of the information we currently have, I think she is fine. Right? Fine is not great, right? But she looks fun to play. She's just doing the same shit as everyone else when it comes to stance mix-ups. Like, she's fine, right? I'm not more scared of her than I am of any other character, right? So, yeah. I hope you guys are hyped for her. There's not much more I can tell you. She could have insane setups in tech. We'll see, but I'm saying from the information we have right now.